Hey guys.
Hi everyone.
Welcome to another day at PortAventura World. Today's a Saturday and it's looking absolutely rammed.
Very glad that we had our advance tickets because the queues to buy a ticket, you don't want that to be your first queue of the day really.
Yeah, definitely. So we feel like today is definitely going to be an express day as well. It doesn't look too bad now that I actually turn the camera around, but
it was before.
The ticket gates were mental.
Yeah, definitely. So. And we've got an absolutely full action-packed day planned. We're going to do all of the scare attractions. We're going to try and get on all of the main rides here as well, and hopefully get over to Ferrari Land Red Force.
Yeah, come and join us. Alright, so we've just had a bit of an ordeal. We were going to buy Express and the Halloween passes on our card, but we left the purse at home. Luckily, I've got Google Pay on my phone, so we were able to continue the day. But
we're sort of glad that we didn't get them online now, because we do buy them in person from the stall. So the one that we went to was near the Horror in Texas bit in the Wild West. You do get like a pin or a magnet for each of the houses, so a really cool little keepsake memento that we get to take home now.
Yeah, it's really good. You also get a wristband for, basically, it's kind of similar to Alton Towers if you've ever done Scarefest there. There is a passport you can buy, which basically gives you access to all but one of the houses. And then you have to buy the last house separately.
But you get a bit of a discount if you get in the passport as well, so I think it was €12 on its own, but if you buy in the passport then it's €8 on top of the passport price.
Yeah, so we've spent €38 each on getting Express here for the day. I do recommend it, it is really busy here today. And then we spent an additional €28 each to get access to all of the houses, basically. That was my first time riding it. It was amazing.
You can hear it roaring in the background there.
Yeah, so many loops. The coast is actually really long as well. Like, that's one thing I wasn't expecting. It's just going crazy here. It's amazing. So yeah, the advertised wait time was half an hour. The queue went up to an hour on the advertised wait time after we got in.
But with our Express Pass we waited less than 10 minutes, so definitely feeling that Express Pass live today.
Yeah, it feels worth it. It feels worth it so far.
Yeah, can't beat a ride on Dragon Car.
Yeah, so now we're going to go and do our first haunted house of the day, which is the Wreck Experience.
I'm actually quite nervous. No matter how many times we've done Horror Nights, I'm quite nervous because I've never done this before. And this one's meant to be 15 minutes long, apparently.
Yeah.
And it's the longest walk-through attraction in Europe.
Yes, it's going to be really interesting. It opens at 11:30, so the houses here, they're open at set times throughout the day. Usually they have an interval, they have a period of time when they're open, then they have a break, then they have another period of time when they're open. So it's not really similar to Horror Nights in that regard.
No, it's a bit more like Scarefest Alton Towers, where you can choose a time slot. Although I don't think we have to go at a particular time, just as long as we go while it's open.
We just have access to, it's a bit more simple. We just have access to one house, I don't even know if we have access one time or multiple times for each house. I don't even know.
I think it's just one go of everything.
Okay, but anyway, we'll find out more info. We're gonna go over there now, and we'll let you know how it is.
So we've just walked through, you can hear a chainsaw in the background there. We've just walked through our first house, which was the Wreck Experience. So based on the film Wreck, I've only actually seen the Americanized version, Quarantine, so Might have to give it a watch, see what I've been missing.
Yeah, it's basically a camcorder based, like I think it's zombies are the kind of the main villains, and then it's like filmed point of view through a camera as well. Like Blair Witch Project, that kind of thing. I thought it was really good. Okay, so we decided to walk and talk because there's flies literally everywhere in the Polynesian land, and there's a lot of shrubbery. As you can see, Laura's having a bit of a bad time with the flies. But yeah, it was really good. It probably did last around 15 minutes. The crowd bunched up a little bit towards the end. I'm not sure if we were walking too fast. They basically phase you through in every kind of 3 or 4 minutes, don't they?
Yeah. And they put you through in small groups as well. Like we were only with another 2 girls when we initially got put through. Yeah,
so we thought it was really good. We're not sure which one we're going to do next. Maybe even find a water ride next because we are all...
It's boiling!
Yeah, it's absolutely roasting here. So.
Also, for the wreck experience, if you used to come here back in the past and went on Sea Odyssey, it's that building, so you walk through the queue and the main screens, the main theatre part of it as well, but this time they've got bits of the wreck film on the screen instead of the cute little dolphin from the past.
Yeah.
So a bit of a difference, but yeah, Sea Odyssey building.
Really good elements in there, really good scares as well.
I got some really good scares. I did scream a few times. I don't know why I expected, but thankfully they didn't touch me.
Oh, here we go again. Alright, cool, so we're going to go find another ride to do now. Come with us.
Gracias al libro de los muertos, tengo que conseguirlo. Así me podré quedar en el mundo de los vivos para siempre. Ahora me gustaría invitarles a que disfruten de la fiesta.
So we knew it was going to be busy today, and this is just what we're dealing with.
Yeah, consistently over an hour wait for every ride.
Yeah, Furious Backroad 2 hours, Dragon Calm, which we got in less than 10 minutes now, 1 hour 10 minutes.
Shambala 1 hour 40, Stampeder 1 hour 30. Stampeder 1 hour 30, that's cool.
The log flume, so the water ride, it's really hot at the moment, as you've probably seen from my face, so I'm not surprised the water rides have got big queues.
Okay, so we just came out of horror in Texas. I am really surprised by the level of theming in there.
That was fantastic, and also so obviously we're in Spain at the moment, but we're obviously Spanish, we're obviously English. The host, he did it in Spanish and English so that we understood what we were about to get ourselves into.
Yeah, and they asked us as well, so I suppose like if there weren't any English, or I don't know if they do it in different languages, but if there weren't any English, I suppose they would just do it in Spanish.
I thought it was a nice touch.
Yeah, if you're scared of bugs, especially wasps, that queue is like really close to some shrubbery, and it seems at this time of year that there's wasps everywhere in this park.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time.
Yeah, Laura's you've not got a phobia, have you? But you are quite touchy about them, like you're not happy that they're around.
Well, I always think with wasps, they'll just sting you just because they can. It's not like a bee that's just going about its life.
Yeah, so that was actually the scarier part of the house, wasn't it?
It was.
The queue.
But yeah, it was absolutely fantastic theming. There was different levels, like the ground was on different levels. You're walking up, you go through a tunnel. There was low light, there was some cool light effects, as well as the darkness.
Yeah, we highly recommend going to see that one. Not as long as the wreck experience, but I feel like it had more quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, we're going to go...
A bit more variety as well. Each room was like a different little thing.
Yeah, we're going to go back to the hotel now very briefly because we've got we've got a buffet waiting for us. But yeah, we will see you guys shortly.
So just whilst we've nipped back, I thought I'd just show what we did get earlier on in the park. So we got the Express Max passes, and these are the badges and magnets that we got for the different houses.
Okay, so we're back at PortAventura Land for round 2. We're just entering Polynesia. We're going to try and find a water ride.
And I want a yard of Estrella.
It's really a very hot one here today. So
yeah, I've got changed and my hair's up now. Too hot to have hair.
But it's okay. We've got 2 more. Well, we've got 3 more houses to do.
Yeah.
We're going to get on a couple of water rides, hopefully to keep ourselves cool. And there's a Halloween show in the Grand Theatre in China as well. So we've just jumping on Suzukis Flat, and you can see a vehicle going up on the right hand side there, but that can actually get hit at the same time as a vehicle comes down from here, and that's what happened to us. And we are absolutely soaked. Look at this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everything's just
soaked.
But yeah, I think we got more wet from the like splashback of being on that other bit while we were going up and the other boat came down than when we actually went on the actual drop.
That was amazing. That's exactly what we needed on a day like today.
Yeah, I'm finally cooling down. Woo! So we've just got our yards of Estrella.
We've been waiting for this for so long.
Very excited.
We are very excited. We've already had our first sip, and it's exactly what it was intended to be. Okay, so we're currently in the queue for the one of the main Halloween shows here. You can see that there's not a lot of people like directly behind us.
We're a bit lucky.
We arrived like half an hour before the showing, which was going to be at 5 o'clock. We arrived at around 4:30, and the people behind us actually are in a holding pen for the next show that starts at 7, we believe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're the last people to get in here.
Get in here early, definitely. Alright, so we've just come to a quiet part. We are just underneath Hurricane
Condor, but well, it's quiet at the minute. It might not be quiet when people come down screaming, but yeah, we've just finished watching the Halloween Forever show. It was a lot of fun, and as we said, we were the last people in.
Yeah, we're very last people in. I did see people filming in there. I'm not sure if there was basically a symbol. There was a symbol which said with the camera with a flash and a cross, but we weren't sure if that said no photography or no flash photography. So
we got some tiny
little videos. We didn't actually film a lot because we were behind the kind of, what would you call that, almost like the control center of the stage.
Yeah, we had like a behind the scenes controlling the sound, lighting and stuff on the stage.
Yeah, so we've come over to Mexico now. We're going to do Apocalypse Maya next. This one seems really cool. They've got some sound effects on the outside and stuff, and some of the props look amazing. And well, there's wasps.
I don't need to see my face again. That's been me all day.
Yeah, so we're going to do that now and we'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so we just got finished doing Apocalypse Maya. That house was amazing.
That was incredible, and it's in the Templo del Fuego Cuban building, so again, nostalgia trip. They use the main show building, so you get where the skeletons used to pop up and the fire would come out. Not quite as much fire, but still enough fire. Oh, it was some great scares. We were at the back this time, so.
At the beginning of the house, there was like they had like nets, like almost like camouflage nets around you, and it was like quite close quarters, and then there were people in ghillie suits jumping out.
Oh, they got me straight away. Yeah. You got followed by quite a few.
Yeah, and then there was just some really good set pieces and prosthetics in there.
Great costumes.
The kind of, I don't know how to say this, but like kind of the head Mayan at the end was stood where the fire comes out in the Templo del Fuego building, if you remember that. I've never seen it before, but it was really cool.
It was.
A lot of banging on the walls, a lot of stuff in face as well.
It was that made me jump. A leaf actually got me at the very beginning. That wasn't part of the set, but that got me to begin with.
Yeah, so now we're going to go do La Muerte Viva.
I can't remember what it's called. La Viva La Muerte?
Yeah, okay. We don't know what it's called, but we're going to go and...
The Day of the Dead one.
Yeah. Well, we're going to ride that now.
we're just in the queue and I'm just getting Coco vibes from the music that's playing in the background. Wow.
Okay, so we just got finished with the last house, La Muerte Viva. It was incredible.
Absolutely amazing. So much fog in that house, great theming, the smells. It gave me Horror Nights vibes for the first time.
It was sensory overload for sure, very good.
So it's like a Day of the Dead event, but instead of it being your loved ones brought back, it's like you brought back some spooky, sinister spirits with you. Lots of sugar skull painting faces and evil spirits.
Kind of a lot of stuff in face in there, a lot of screen distractions as well, which I think they're utilising quite well here at PortAventura. They're doing a thing actually with two of the houses where you get halfway through the house and then they have kind of an escape hatch for people who don't like it so much. You kind of say, if you want to continue, go this way, if not, go this way. And it's really good. It's a good idea.
Well, of course we continued.
I thought the costume design in particular was amazing in this. A lot of Day of the Dead stuff, so you know, a lot of elaborate kind of makeup and stuff, you know.
Yeah, the makeup was fabulous, and then they'd have like altars set up with the candles for the special occasion. Yeah, lots of sound effects to get you jumping to begin with as well. Oh, it was a great house.
Yeah, best house of the night so far.
We've got one more house to do after this one that opens at 8 o'clock. And I believe that's in the water park. We think it's going to be filmed outside, so a lot of darkness. But this was brilliant, absolutely brilliant theming.
Yeah, you have to come to this one. If you only have time, or for whatever reason you can only visit one house,
do this one.
So far, we've not done the water park one, but this is taste the cake so far. It's brilliant.
Estrella, there's this thing, the Carousel Salami y Prosciutto, which I wanted since the first time we came into PortAventura, and every single time the restaurant or the little cafe El Posit has been closed, but it's finally open! And here are our carousels, or however you pronounce it. We saw us from someone else, they were a little bit small, so we got some chips to share, and we're just sitting out over Furious Baco. And if I've got any luck, it'll come round.
You can just about see that queue of people there. That is actually the entrance to the Carousel Water Park. That is where you will go and see the last house. It appears like people are moving in. I personally want to do this when it's pitch black, so I think we're going to hold off just a little bit. You want to try your...
Yeah, I do. I feel like this middle bit is... Oh, it's really hot.
It's designed for the hand.
It's hot. Okay. Okay,
so
ready.
Look, be careful.
Oh, it's so hot. Let me try it this way. There's a bit... I want a bit of pepperoni.
Blow on it.
Ah!
Yeah, blow on it.
Sing us the song, you're the piano man. Sing us the song tonight.
Okay, so we're going to try our... What are they called?
Camiso?
Definitely not Camiso.
Is that t-shirt? Oh,
Carousel.
Carousel.
Right, we're going to try this Carousel. It's been cooling down for a few minutes now. Let's try it. Tastes like a very bready pizza.
Oh, really?
Ham, cheese, tomato, bread. It's good.
Oh.
Can't go wrong.
You can tell they're made very, very fresh. It's absolutely boiling hot. Left it for about 5 minutes and it's still absolutely burning me. The ingredients feel fresh. It's nice and crispy on the outside but doughy in the middle. Very, very tasty little snack.
Oh, look at this. We'll get a bit of the spirit of Italy here with this.
Yeah. So we're here in the queue at Shambala. You can probably hear it going up just above us. There it goes. Yeah, there's some magnificent views of salute and stuff. that we can see from here, so this is going to be a really cool night ride. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to video on Shambala.
No.
We've got a bit of off-ride footage, we'll pop it in. Alright, so dream come true that we just got back row Shambala at night.
It was amazing, the most spectacular feeling, the best views. It was lovely to look out upon all of those views then. The feeling, that airtime that you get is just amazing on Shambala, and at night it just feels like a whole nother level.
Yeah, because there are basically, I'm not sure if it's exactly 16, but a quick count was, I counted 16 rows. And actually the distance between the rows is quite large as well, which means you've got a really long ride vehicle. That means that when you go downhill, when you're on the back row, you actually accelerate uphill.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, physics, man.
Sometimes you think front row's better on certain rides, sometimes back row's better, and for Shambala, would definitely recommend the back row. And if you can ride it at night, definitely do. Yeah, there was a bit of there was a little bit of queue jumping. And they were like rushing for like the rows at the front. The rows at the front, like the middle, and we were just like, Alright, you have
cool,
them,
have
that's
it,
fine.
have it, mate. We'll be at the back. Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. That roller coaster ride right there was the best roller coaster ride of my life.
Same.
Yeah. Then we're gonna go ride the final haunted house of the night, which is actually based in Carousel Aquatic Park. So the water park here at PortAventura. Really excited for this one.
Yeah, I can't wait. I think it's going to be outside, so I think we're going to be in pitch black.
So we just got to the locker rental section of Carousel Park, and I'm not sure if you guys can make it out through here. I'll try and zoom in, but the queue is pretty big.
Aquí por favor, que prisa por morir.
So that's the entrance of this horror maze, so it looks like it's all outdoors.
Okay, so we just went through our final house of the evening, Laila Matilda. You would have already seen some B-roll from when we filmed earlier. We basically walked through an entire water park just now. It was probably around 15 minutes.
Because I know they were saying that the Rec Experience one was the longest in Europe, but that one felt pretty damn long.
That one
too.
felt much longer than the Rec Experience.
I don't know if it's because we were walking slower, we got...
Perhaps the longest indoor maybe, or something like that,
Yeah.
I don't know. But that was incredible.
Got a lot of
incredible.
good jump scares there.
Yeah.
How'd you get out?
Yeah, so it was basically like zombie pirates, effectively. But it was really good.
It was brilliant.
It was
They had
really good.
fantastic theming. A lot of stuff in face.
Yeah, a lot of stuff in face, a lot of narrow enclosed passages, a lot of ghillie suits on the outside section, so you couldn't actually see who was scaring you.
And they're like pulsing the queues through, so it's not like a conga line like Horror Nights. It's some people might catch up to you if they're running through. We did it in the first one. We started catching up, but yeah, a bit of a gap. So you got a bit of time on your own. So you got a bit more time to get those scares yourself.
A lot of screen distractions as well. Yeah, really, another really good house.
Yeah,
for me
really.
personally, I think the Day of the Dead house was still a little bit better.
Yeah, me too. That's still my favourite of the night.
But I think this takes number 2 for me. I don't know about you. Hey guys, so we're back home now. We just wanted to get home. Like, it's been such a long day for us today. We looked at our stepometer, and I don't remember how many steps we do. It was like
We've done
ridiculous.
34,000 steps today, and we are a bit beat, but we've had the best day of the holiday, we'd say, today. It's been fantastic. We got to do some haunted houses, we got to do some of the great rides, we got Shambala on the back row at night, which was incredible. And then just to talk about the houses a little bit more. So this is the Halloween passport. So you just scan in with that QR code to each of the houses except Isla Matilda. That one's completely separate ticketed event. You just get a receipt ticket. Make sure to hold on to that because we panicked because we couldn't find it.
Favourite house for me was Muerte Viva, which is the new house which has come to PortAventura this year.
We've got the same favourite house. Because this was the new house for this year, it felt like they've really stepped up the game with this one. It's like they've learnt from things throughout the other houses and just thought, right, we're going all in with this one. The costumes, the theming, the music, the fog, everything, the smells.
They were taking feedback as well. Like they had two workers stationed out there, like at the exit of the house. Like we didn't give any feedback because they were otherwise preoccupied with other guests. But yeah, looks like they care quite a lot. We thought all of these houses were actually very good. I've not been before, but I feel like PortAventura are becoming quite mature in the kind of scares that they're using, like, and stuff. I feel like they've got it down to a science a little bit.
Yeah, I think PortAventura are doing it absolutely fantastically. We're quite early into the haunt season as well, so I'm sure that more will get added as they go along. So just a little fun fact, forgot to mention it, back when PortAventura was owned by Universal Studios, they actually had Halloween Horror Nights there, and the caretaker came over to PortAventura and was the icon that year. And I didn't find out till quite later on, but little fun fact.
Yeah, if you have liked this video, please do feel free to give us a big thumbs up.
And do subscribe to the channel for our future videos as well.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.